Okay, that's better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Melanie Cunningham. On behalf of Upper Perk Concerned Citizens, welcome. We're going to try to explain the tax situation to you so you can understand and tell two friends, and they can tell two friends, and maybe we'll all understand it. Okay, so we're going to learn how to calculate our taxes in the Upper Perk School District. Upper Perk calculates their taxes the same way as only a small amount of districts in Pennsylvania. So the main thing to remember, and what I keep trying to get across at school board meetings, is that the lower the stub ratio, the higher your tax bill. And having said that, I'd like to explain what the stub ratio is. And this is the really easy explanation. The stub ratio is a percentage that the STUD board, which is the State Tax Equalization Board, they figure this yearly. Now, we haven't been reassessed in Montgomery County since 1996, and we haven't been reassessed in Berks County since 1994. So the STUD board creates a number, a percentage, and what they're trying to do is equalize the taxes since our last reassessment, for lack of a better term. So they're making a theoretical market value of your home, and then you get taxed on 75% of that. So each borough and township in our district has a different stub ratio. Take your net assessed value, which includes, it's on the back of your bill, the net assessed value. If you have a homestead exclusion or a farmstead exclusion, it's the number after that dollar amount. So it's literally labeled net assessed value. You divide that by the stub ratio, and that's a percentage. So if it right now it's 63.14%, and you multiply that by 75%, 0.75, and then you multiply that number by the millage, which this year is 0.0236388, and that will give you your base amount of tax.
What was that mill number again?
Go back to that screen.
Oh, sorry. So Sandy Castle at the district is real fond of saying that, well, we use the lowest stub ratio, when in fact that actually gets them the most taxes. So if everyone, got another one doing that. If everyone lived in Green Lane, which has the lowest stub ratio right now, then everything would be even. The next slide shows you what all the stub ratios are in the district. So, okay, so it's really small, I realize that. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay, so you can see Green Lane has 63.14%, and then the highest one is East Greenville, which is 74.35%. So just for sake of argument, if you had a house that your net assessed value was $100,000, you can see the difference. I figured them all out, and you can see the difference if we did it like everyone else does. You see Green Lane is the most at $2,800, and then the highest, which is the lowest tax, is East Greenville at $2,384. That's a $400 and some difference. All right, what I put here is I dug out my tax bills, and it's really small, and I'm sorry, but I pulled out 2005 is on the right-hand side, 2006, then I skipped to 2011 and went to 2016. So what I want you to take out of this, and if anybody wants to see it, I did bring my bills, and I also have, you can see this a little bit better when you're right in front of it. Oh, thank you. Just wanted to make sure that I showed you all the difference. The boxes at the bottom, the total percent of tax increase from 2011 to 2016, the total tax was 18.56669%. But the increase in the percentage of the millage, when they changed the millage rate, that was only 7.5% of that 18%. So the rest of it is accounted for because of the stub ratio. So the farther you get away, I didn't explain this either, the farther you get away from a reassessment, the lower the stub ratio goes. That's part of it. That's the simple explanation. So, okay, so at the very bottom it says percent of tax increase from prior year, and that's current year base tax divided by base tax of the year before. you'll see in 2016, there was a 3.395%. What was that? Is that whatever? Okay. I can't see the top. From 2014 to 2015, we had a 3.844%. The only year we really didn't have much of a difference was 13 to 14, and that was, or 12 to 13, sorry. That's 0.01869%. So I just wanted to show you these to see, so you could see the difference in how the stub ratio, which is in the middle, I should have it here. It's the fourth column down. It changes from 2011. It was in, I believe it was Hereford's was the lowest, and that was 70.03%. And then it went down to 65.14%, 65.06%, 63.93%, and 63.63, down to 63.14. So you can see that that changes every year. Now, I did make one mistake, and that was I didn't realize until about a week ago that Green Lane's stub ratio is the same. If you go on the stub ratio, there's a website, and they list them for the whole state. I couldn't figure out why they kept saying that the tax rate was 0 for this year, this coming year. Well, Green Lane, for some unknown reason, and I did talk to the step director just to make sure what the reason was and if it was a mistake. The stub ratio is the same in 2014 and 2015, and Upper Perk uses 2 years behind numbers. So 2014, it was 63.14, and next year it'll be 63.14. So they're touting the fact that the percentage, that it's 0 when it isn't really 0, it's still 63.14%.